won't ask for the recording.
Okay. So can you see my screen, Harita?
Yeah, I can see your screen here.
Okay. So as you can see, my name is Karthik. I have total 9+ years of experience in BW business objects, and I'm HANA certified. From the last 3 years, I'm taking trainings with Arni Consulting in all these 3 modules: HANA, BW, and PO. So that's quickly about my introduction. So can I know like which technology you're working in, and do you have any reporting experience or any data warehousing experience?
Actually, I doesn't belongs to this background. I'm from life sciences, and I'm very new to this SAP, all these things.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay. So,
my background is MS biotechnology, so that's totally away from this field.
Okay. So to start up, business objects would be a nice course because it's mainly drag and drops and configurations. It involves a little bit of SQL skills.
Okay.
So which you can after you complete your BO course, you can you can master your SQL. But so far you can directly start with the business objects. Okay. And it's not even that easy to get it directly, from a non-SAP, non-IT background into IT. But definitely this would be a starting course, as starting point in IT career. This would be okay.
Okay.
So let me start. Do you have any questions before we start?
So this is for 30 hours, right? This is a 30-hour course.
Yes.
Course distance. Okay.
Yeah. It would be 30 or 35.
Okay.
Okay. So based on how quickly you are taking up the based on the participants actually. So minimum would be 30 hours. Okay. So for example, if people have already some other reporting background, it would be 30. But for people who are new to IT or someone like mainframes who do not have totally reporting background, so it would be 35 hours.
Okay.
Okay. So I'll start with what is BO and then go through some introduction about the tools. Then we'll in your questionnaire. Okay. Okay. So basically, whenever we talk about business objects, it has 2 tools. One is reporting and one is the ETL part. So before we understand what we are doing in the reporting and all, so we need to understand basically what is an OLTP and OLAP. So let me open a presentation for that. Okay. So in any client's landscape, you will have 2 types of systems. One is OLTP and the next one is OLAP. So OLTP stands for Online Transaction Processing System. So basically, sorry. Okay. So OLTP stands for Online Transaction Processing System. It means this system is meant to handle the day-to-day business transactions. For example, the client is, for example, a banking. Okay, so into the banking business or into the banking system. So now the day-to-day business process for that business would be like customer enrollment or managing the financials. So for example, take a simple example of a new customer wants to enroll. So he wants to take some account in the bank. So the bank person has to take all the details and they have to create an account for him. So that is a business transaction. Now every day you withdraw some money from the ATMs, or you do online transfer, or you buy some shares. Accordingly, your account should be debited or credited accordingly. Now everything should be recorded somewhere. So there should be a backend system which takes care of all the client's business process. So that system is your OLTP system. So the system which basically handles the client's business process. Now, another example, let's say you take an account or you take a phone number, phone account from Vodafone. Okay. Now every day you make calls, so that particular system which records every call you make, and accordingly the bill should be generated. And once you pay the bill, or if you're not paying the bill, some deductions or sorry extra fine should be levied on, or like that. All such things. Now these are the day-to-day business transactions of the client's business. So any system which is handling the client's business process, that is an OLTP system. Okay. Apart from it, we have one more system that is called OLAP, which stands for Online Analytical Processing System. So we didn't even talk about BO, so we'll come to the BO topic. Now, the OLAP system is meant for your analytics. So that means your client is doing his business good, but how do he evaluate what is going wrong and what is doing good? Let's say, for example, your retail store. Now, the manager or the someone from the top level wants to analyze which store is doing good. So which product is doing good in which state or which country? What is the total sales revenue at the region level or at the product group level? So if you want to analyze all this information, we need one report. So that reporting system, we call it as OLAP system. Okay. So basically, so to analyze your business, you need we need an analytical system, nothing but a reporting system. So business objects BI 4.0 is a tool through which you can do your analysis. So that means the whole purpose of what we are doing with the business objects is for your reporting. Okay. So now, basically, before you do the reporting, where do you have the data? We have the data in the OLTP. That means you enroll as a new customer or you're performing various transactions. The data is created in your OLTP system. Okay. So you have your data in the OLTP, but now you are doing the reporting in the OLAP. So for that, what do we need to do is first extract the data from the OLTP, transform, convert into a reporting flexible format, and then load to your OLAP. So basically what we're doing, extract data from OLTP, convert into a reporting flexible format, so that is data transformation, and then finally load to OLAP. So this process is called as ETL, extract, transform, and load. So once you are done with the ETL process, so then comes your reporting part. Okay. So any tool or any data warehousing, we call this as data warehousing products. So you manage your data. So in a data warehousing scenario, you will have these two things, ETL and reporting. So in the business objects family, in the business objects suite, there is a tool called, so business objects was a company and it is acquired by SAP now. Okay. So business objects has two tools. One is data services, which does this ETL part, so which will bring the data from the OLTP system and then load to OLAP system. And we have the reporting tools. So reporting tools, we call it as BobJ or BI4 or simply BO also people will call, okay, or BO 4.0. Everything is same. Okay. Now we are talking about the business objects reporting tools. So the whole purpose of business objects is nothing but your reporting. Okay. So now let's see what are the reporting tools, why we have so many, and what is the purpose of each of those tools. Any questions so far? Any questions, Sarita, or okay?
Yeah, I think I understood little because the data warehouse, I heard that this is something from Oracle, Java, all this we have to convert that. We need some knowledge about that. So that things, right?
Right. So that will be taken care. The modeling and all will be taken care by your data ETL guys. Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
once so that is where you have to apply the transformations. Okay.
Okay.
in the normal OLTP system, you have entity relationship model, ER model. But here in the OLAP system, you'll have multi-dimension model, so which you'll understand in the coming sessions what exactly is a multi-dimension model.
Okay.
So the data services or any other ETL tool, not only data services. So basically you have to bring the data from the OLTP to OLAP. So once you load the data to the OLAP, then comes your reporting part. Okay.
Okay.
Now
So
when we talk about reporting and the back end, so it's basically a data warehousing only.
okay. So it is better to have an idea about the data warehouse also for this BO.
On the data warehouse, you are doing the reporting. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So indirectly, you are dealing with the data warehouse only.
Okay.
So now let's see what are the reporting tools available in the business objects. So I mean, BO started with 5.x, 6.x, so SAP BO 5.x, and then we have 6.x, that means 6.0, 6.1, like that. And the next major release is SAP BO XI 3.1. Okay, so it means actually the 11th version. Okay, after 5.x and 6.x, it is 11, but it is given as Roman letters XI. So we used to call it as XI. And then that is 3.1 is nothing but release. Okay, this was the next major successful release of business objects, and this is the area where SAP integration and SAP has acquired it mainly. Okay, so after SAP acquisition, the current version what we have is SAP BO 4.0. So this is the new version what we have, BO 4.0, and most of the clients has migrated to XI 3.1 and 5.x and 6.x. I don't really see. I don't think so. I mean, many of the clients are still there in the older version.
Okay.
Okay, let's wait a minute. I think participants are joining. Tools like, for example, SAP HANA or Hyperion, likewise. Okay, so in this course, we are going to talk about both the versions of BO. The reason is now some of the clients are still in the 3.0. If you see, all the support projects will be in the XI 3.1 and new implementations will be coming in the 4.0. So at least we should have the idea about both the tools. Okay. Okay. So maybe even after 1 year you don't talk about 3.1, but currently in if you see the scenario, obviously you have to tell that you have experience in 3.1 as well as 4.0. So that's the intention of this course as well. So we'll be covering both the versions of BO, XI 3.1 and 4.0.
Is it actually during your training, are you taking through the conversion based issues also? Because most of the as you rightly said, most of the projects are in 3.1 only right now. So all will be expected to convert their existing objects to 4.0. So will there be any differences, or like you will take through in that level also?
I'll show you some of the scenarios how to migrate some of the objects in 3.1 to 4.0, but the entire scenario cannot be shown. Okay.
Okay.
because
Is it
that
basically a certification oriented training you are going to take, or
yes, the course is completely based on the certification. You will get all the BO4 certification material, the latest material, and also SAP BO Excel 3.1, and the course is framed on the certification. Okay.
like unlike BW, there is a one exam, one certification, but for a BO you need to write a different tool, different certification, right?
Right. So we'll be focusing on the certification for Webby, but the other tools can also be, I'll be sharing you with all the course material for your uh, all type of certification in BO 4.0. But definitely, it's not really required to go through all the certifications. So if you go through the two certifications, IDT and Webby, so that should be more than enough. Okay.
Okay.
So from the certification point of view, we can go through with these two courses, IDT and the Webby. Okay, basically you have for the reporting in the Webby as well. For the reporting, you have the certification.
Okay,
Webby.
Webby and IDT only. Is that a crystal report is not that much required, is it?
Right. So if you see, there are so many tools in BO, like, but majorly Webby and IDT will have the first place. Then comes dashboard design. Okay, and little bit of crystal, but there will be separate crystal roles as well. So it depends, but most of the BO projects will involve Webby, IDT, and dashboard design. Okay, and then comes the other tools like BO analysis. Okay, and then we have BO Explorer. Live Office and Quaz are the small tools.
Okay.
So let me give a quick introduction about the tools available. Then I'll take your questionnaire and all. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So now if you want me to start with the 3.1, so go through this path. Start programs, BO Excel 3.1. We have enterprise. Now these are the tools available in the BO. Okay. So the first tool when we talk about business objects is CMC, Central Management Console. So this is basically the admin tool of your business objects. So everything related to your BO administration will be taken care in this tool, CMC, Central Management Console. When we talk about administration, that can be server management, managing your servers, configuring, enabling, disabling, start, restart, stopping your servers, or user management, or maintaining the logs, backup, security. So everything will be taken care. The administrative things will be taken care in this tool, CMC, Central Management Console. Now this is a web-based tool. So the next admin tool we have in the BO is CCM, Central Configuration Manager. Now if the first tool, CMC is managing the entire administration, the next tool, CCM, will just manage your servers. Okay. Now here you have a server that is called, or service, it's called Server Intelligence Agent. If you start or stop this single service, all the backend BO service will be started or stopped accordingly. So it's basically a single service to manage your servers. So these are the two admin tools which are required for your BO management, BOE administration. Now let's come to the reporting tools. So in the reporting tools, we have the first tool is called InfoView in the 3.1, which is renamed as Launchpad in BO 4.0. The purpose of both the tools is it's more like a portal for the end user. So if the end user wants to run any kind of report, they will simply log into this tool, and now you can see this is a web-based tool. This doesn't need any client tool installation. If you just have this URL and this system connection, simply open a web browser and open this. You don't really need not even navigate through this way. Just open your web browser and just go to this URL. Now, what is the purpose of this tool? The purpose of this tool is for the end user to run the report. So in BO, you have various kinds of reporting. For example, web intelligence, crystal reports, dashboards. To execute any of the reporting, the end user will be using the same tool that is called InfoView in 3.1, and in the 4.0 it is called as Launchpad. Let's say, for example, I want to go through an Webby document. So simply come through this folder, simply double click the folder. So this is how the end users will be running the reports. Now this is the main purpose of the tool InfoView, and additionally you can also create your first kind of reporting available in the BO, that is called Webby, directly in the InfoView. There is also a client tool to create your Webby. Okay, so now let's see the first kind of reporting available, that is called Web Intelligence document. Now Webby is basically an ad hoc reporting tool. Okay, so let me select one. If I want to create a Webby report, first of all, I need to have a layer called universe. Now I have selected one universe. We'll see what exactly is a universe. Okay, so what I'm doing, first of all, we talked about InfoView. InfoView is the portal where the end user will be running the reports. In the InfoView, now I'm trying to create one report. Which kind of reporting it is? It is Web Intelligence. Web Intelligence is basically an ad hoc reporting tool. Now, whenever I try to create a Web Intelligence document, it is asking me to select a universe. Okay, I have selected one universe. Let's see what exactly is a universe and how to build this particular Webby document.
Is it IDT you said? That is also another reporting tool, is it?
No, IDT is a tool to build your semantic layer called universe. Okay. So now see here, if I want to create a Web Intelligence document, now I need a layer called universe. So this layer universe can be created using the IDT. Okay. Now to build a report, it's very simple. You now simply do a drag and drop of your objects. But now the question is, how do you get these objects? Okay. Now, okay. So before you talk about how do you get these objects, let me show how quickly it's to build a report. Now click on Run Query. Now the best part with your Webby is the look and feel. It's very user friendly. Lot many interactive options you have. For example, I want to quickly build a bar chart. You will simply take a drag and drop. I will go to Data tab. I want to show the report in at the state level and at the revenue. I want to show the revenue at the state level. Click on View Results. Now you have a tabular data, and next to it you have a column chart. Or you want to summarize the data at the year level, you don't want to see the quarter level, you can simply remove this object. So basically this is called an ad hoc reporting tool. Now in order to build this report, also there are many features. I'm just walking you through the tool. So in order to build this kind of reporting, what do you need? We need a universe. What is universe? Universe is a semantic layer which basically abstracts the technical difficulties from the end user. That means the data may be there in multiple tables in the backend system. The end user should not be bothered about where his data is there in which table. All you do is you give a simple interface called universe. So that once you give the universe, the end user himself can create his own reporting. So that can also be possible with the universe layer. So if you come to the next tool, now we talked about universe. So that universe, if you want to create, you have to create that universe tool using the tool called Designer. So in 4.0, we have the tool as IDT, Information Design Tool. Now in 3.1, we use the tool called Designer. Using this tool Designer, we'll be creating the semantic layer called universe. Now once the universe is created, you can simply do a drag and drop of your objects and then click on Run Query. So what are the tools we talked about now? The first tool is the CMC, which is basically your management tool, administration tool. And the next tool is CCM, where you manage your server. InfoView is your portal where the end users will be running the report. Now in the same tool, you can also create your report. That reporting is called as Web Intelligence. Now to create that Web Intelligence document, you need a layer called universe, and that layer can be created using the tool Designer. Additionally, you can also create the Webby report in the tool called Rich Client. Okay, so these are the tools which are required for your Webby. And so just like you have Web Intelligence in the current version, in the earlier versions of BO, you have a tool called Desktop Intelligence. Now this is almost remote, so you can assume that Webby is nothing but the next version of Desky. Now The next tool we have is Excel sheets or dashboard design. So in 3.1 we call this tool as Excel sheets. In 4.0 we have the tool as dashboard design. So using this tool you can build jazzy interactive dashboards, high visualization dashboards. That means if the end users, so if the business wants to analyze their data, not just in the tabular format like how you are doing in the Webby. So if you see the Webby, so most of the details here is you have a tabular data and also you have charting capability. The look and feel, and these are not very interactive options you will have on the chattings, on the chart. But when it comes to Excel sheets, let me open a sample dashboard. Now all your multi-dimensional analysis, what you're going to do in the Webby, now that can be done using the completely graphically with the components. Let me quickly show you a preview of this dashboard. Okay. Now here you see I'm currently analyzing a metric called warehousing. In that we have submetrics, inventory accuracy, inventory turns, defects per mil. Now you can see you are able to analyze your data. Now how you are analyzing? This is completely on the graphically. You don't have any tabular level data. Okay. Also you see the table, but this is more like a graphical component. So in order to build all these jazzy interactive dashboards, we have the tool is Excel sheets. Excel sheets are nothing but in the BO 4.0 we have the tool name is dashboard design. Okay. So that's about the next tool. When we talk about next to Webby. And the third reporting tool is Crystal Reports. Crystal Reports is basically for your formatted reports. When we say formatted reports, it's for the printing purpose. So you want to customize your report for your printing, for the layout customization. For example, take any legal reports or financial reports. Now you have to print the report in the same format. So exactly the position of the logo, the size of the column width, size, position, color, each and everything should be customizable. So if you talk about Webby, you can do customization there. You can do some layout customization, but that will not have much of the customization, or the formatting options will not be as flexible as when you compare with the Crystal Reports. So for your printing purpose, we have the tool as Crystal Reports. So these are the major 3 reporting tools in the BO, which you see most of your projects. What are the reporting tools? The first one is Webby, Web Intelligence, and the next one is Excel sheets or dashboard design, and the third one is Crystal Reports. Apart from it, we have some small tools or so other tools like Quast, Query as a Web Service. Using this tool, you can convert your query into a web service. You can convert your BO query into a web service, into an XML language or your WDSL, Web Service Description Language. For example, if I want to send the data out of BW, or if I want to show the data in a web page, if you want to show a live data in the web page, how do you do that? Now you can convert your BO query into a web service, into an XML format, and you can send it as a feed to your website. Or if you want to send it to any third-party system which can understand only XML language, now you can use this tool, that is Quast, Query as a Web Service. The next tool available in the BO is LiveOffice. What do you mean by LiveOffice? LiveOffice is nothing but it integrates your Microsoft Office products with the BO reporting. Okay, now if you want to quickly give some presentation, you want to embed some statistics there, you want to insert a table and a chart. No, now if you have BO, you don't need to enter some static data. You can directly enter a live report into any of your Microsoft Office products and then run your report. Okay, that means, let's say for example, you want to two business users are communicating. Now they want to send some data in the form of an email. Now no more just text. They can themselves also embed a live report, and then send it. For example, instead of I'm having issue opening an Outlook, so let's say I'll open any other Microsoft Office product, let's say PPT. Now in any of these Microsoft Office products, now if you open and the live office is installed, you can directly insert a baby report or a crystal report directly into this particular product. Now anytime you open your PPT next time, it will no more show the static data. You see here you have the refresh button where you can click on the refresh and it will bring the live data from your business object system, and it will be shown in your Microsoft Office products, be it a Word document or a PPT or a Microsoft Outlook. So to integrate your Microsoft Office products with the BO reporting, we have the tool as Live Office. And the next tool we have is Business Objects Analysis. Okay. We have tool as Business Objects Analysis for Microsoft Excel. Now this tool is for multi-dimensional analysis. So when you have the backend system as some multi-dimensional systems like BW or Microsoft OLAP services, now the formatting will be different. So for example, if I want to insert a Webby report into a live office, you just select it. Oh, sorry. Okay. Now if you see here, you have inserted a Webby report into the PPT. Now this is no more static data. This is a live data. Anytime you open your PPT and click on refresh, the system will automatically or it will bring the live data from the backend system and then display it in your Microsoft Office product. So this is the tool is Live Office. Now the next tool is BO analysis, business objects analysis. So this is for your multi-dimensional analysis. So if the backend systems are not relational systems, but a multi-dimensional system like InfoCube or in the BW or Microsoft OLAP services, so for that we have this tool, analytical tool, that is called as BO analysis. So this has the ability to handle large data when compared to the Web Intelligence. The other tools are very small tools, like for example import wizard, which is used to move your objects from one version to the other version. Okay, sorry, from our development system to quality and then to production. So in the BO 4.0 also you have the same tools. Like for example, let me quickly show what are the tools available in the BO 4.4. Now there we have InfoView for the end user tool to run your report. Now here you have Launchpad. Now to create in the Launchpad, you can create a Webby report. Also here you have the rich client. In order to create a Webby report, what do you need? You need a layer called Universe. That layer can be created using information design tool now. Okay, so there are some changes, not too many changes, and also there are good considerable changes, but we'll cover both of them. So what you have in the 3.1 as well as in the 4.0. So as I told you, the course duration is 30. It may go up to 35. So with this course, you will get the complete BO certification material. So as soon as you enroll for the course, you will get the access to Dropbox kind of shared drive. Okay. So you will get access to the complete documents, so the certification material, as well as the customized documentation prepared by our team. Okay, so where you can have everything step by step, clear screenshots, where to click, what to click, So each and everything is clearly documented by step-by-step navigations. So this documentation will be provided so along with the exercises and all. And this one and also the certification material. For example, if you see, so this is the 3.x certification material, and likewise you'll get all the certification for all these tools: IDT, Webby, Crystal, Dashboard. So you'll get the certification material for all of these with the 4.0 as well. Now, whenever we talk about VO, you have different projects. That means VO reporting with BW as a backend, or with SAP HANA as a backend, or non-SAP as a backend. So, as a part of this course, we'll cover these three integrations: BW integration, HANA integration, and non-SAP tools. So that's about, and the server access will be given for 2 months. Each. That is, 3.1 will be provided for 2 months, and 4.0 will be provided for 3 months, 2 months. Okay. So these are the things when you're going to get from this course. So I mean the most important thing when you enroll for a course is basically are you getting all the certification material or not, whether you are getting any customized documentation or not. So that is really important. Okay, each session is recorded. Now you can see the session recording will be provided in the Dropbox, which you can access anytime. Okay, not only through the course, even after the course, you'll have this complete recording files with you, which you can access at whatever time you want. Okay, so that's about I have for this demo. Harita, let me know if you have any questions.